Good afternoon, everybody. Well, I guess good afternoon? I don't know. Good evening? What time does good evening start? I think it would start after 5, so good evening, everybody. Or good morning, depending on what time you're watching this. Today we have a special program for you. Today, I am all by myself at the wonderful EPCOT Food and Wine Fest. We are here to dine and dine, not wine and dine. We are here to dine and dine our way through the World Showcase, at least some of it. You know, we're gonna try some stuff. I keep hearing through the comments, you guys want more of me? Well, you get a whole video of me. We have a lot to do today. I have a notepad. All right. I explained that I'm here to eat. Check. Oh yes, Catherine's not feeling well, which is why she's not actually here. Oh, you guys are dirty. Hold on. Let me fix you. Hold on. Do it live. Oh, I got a smooch. That might be better. You know, I spent all this money on these microfiber cloths and stuff like that, and I don't even end up using them. How horrible am I? So where was I? Oh yes, Catherine's not feeling well. Yes, I know. Oh, I hope she feels better. I do too. I definitely don't disagree with you. Sometimes you get stuck with me, and only me, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing based on how this video goes. So you'll have to let me know in a comment down below. This might be the last time I do this. We have a lot to cover today. We got a lot to go over. You know what? I'm done with the list. Let's just get in there and let's make our way over to Community Core Hall. I think I'm in the mood for some mac and cheese. Yeah. All right, we did the magical boop. I mean, can you not seriously think of the Griswold National Lampoon when it's the look at it, Clark? Would you just look at it? I mean, people, just look at it. You know, I love Universal, but it doesn't have a park icon like this. This thing is ridiculous, absolutely beautiful. Now, some of you might be asking why we're starting off at Community Core Hall. Well, 1, you guys asked for it. 2, I haven't seen it yet since it's opened for the festival. And 3, that's where the macaroni and cheese is. So we have all the reasons to go that way. And being that today's been a long day, it's time for some carbs and some dairy. Why not? All right, and with that, we have arrived. Macintyzers, traditional, steak and cheese, and truffle and cheese, definitely not doing impossible today. We're doing the real deal. I think we're gonna try the cheesesteak macaroni and cheese because I could go for a little bit of protein with some carb and some dairy, which, I mean, let's be honest, can't go wrong. I've heard mixed things on the truffle. I want to try it, but not today. All right, so line wasn't too bad. I'd say it switched back twice and went pretty quick. Kind of waited a little bit longer because I got the cheesesteak, so obviously I was waiting for more meat than just the macaroni and cheese itself. So the total came out to $6.50. And as always, don't forget your passport because you get your cheese stamp. And you get your little completer treat at the end. Now, let's show you guys the dish, shall we? First one of the fest, first one in Community Core Hall. I have to say, you've seen it with Catherine. A little lackluster, personally. That's just my opinion. But I'll get more to that here in a minute. All right, there it is. Kind of a decent sized portion. Not the biggest, not the smallest. So let's see what we got here. Got the band playing out in the background. It does make for a nice atmosphere, I will admit that. Wow, that's really good. That's a deconstructed cheesesteak on macaroni and cheese instead of bread. Absolutely delicious. It's really good, I have to admit. I'm really happy that I got it. Happy to know that they didn't screw that up because I feel like you could. And that's not what happened here. +1 for Community Core Hall. All right, let's finish this and then we'll talk more. First, mac and cheese. Down to the season. I'm sure there'll be another one because Catherine's got to try that because that was very good. So my thoughts on Community Core Hall when it comes to the festival and how they're utilizing the space. I think it's absolutely ridiculous the fact that there's merchandise in there like that. It takes up more than half of the building. It's like they had plans for what they really wanted to do and they're not doing it, or they're not even ready for it, which makes no sense considering this was in works for as long as it was. I will admit though, it was pretty nice. They were just calling out numbers for receipts when it came to the food, so it was really quick and easy to grab that. And then also, it actually wasn't that bad when it came to seating. I was able to get a seat if you're in the direct vicinity of the food area. Quick little tip, go to the other side of the merchandise. There's a bunch of other tables over there, which again, they've taken away seating, you know what I mean? There's a duck right here. I'm staring right at him. He's right there. It's like Jurassic Park. I get distracted way too easily around here. This is why I need Catherine with me, otherwise all you're gonna do is see animals all day. I think that's one of the biggest problems is that there's seating obviously right now, but like I'm sure that there's not enough seating in that space. But yeah, there's plenty of room for merchandise and no other activities going on in the space. With that, I think the outdoor space, absolutely phenomenal. People outside, people dancing, people having a good time. I think it's great, and I think it's definitely what they had envisioned it for, and people are using it, which is awesome. We have to make a quick stop though over to the Odyssey and see if there's any merch in there real quick when it comes to the Muppets. It's just a quick double check. I don't even remember why I'm doing this. I have a notepad. A notepad? You know what? I'm done with the list, but I'm doing it anyways. All right, people. So I went through the Odyssey real quick. No, there is no merch in there. However, it makes sense why there's no merch in there. That place is packed. Both serving windows, all the switchbacks are full to the brim, and even the seating's all full. But that's how it should be. You have the merch in one place, have food in the other. Have a place for people to sit, that's how you do it. Communicore Hall, not so well done. Not a fan. Again, outdoor space nice, indoor space, lackluster. It needs some help. It's definitely missing something. And hopefully Disney fixes that. But here's the thing. We put out a poll, you guys voted, you wanted us to go from Mexico to America as the #1 voted area. And what's funny is there's actually a location, a booth, not necessarily a booth, but a location that we've never eaten from when it comes to the festival food. And it so happens that with our recent stay over at Animal Kingdom Lodge, this is a perfect opportunity to check out the dishes at the Refreshment Outpost. And I'm not just saying a dish, I'm gonna clean the sucker out. Let's get going. Now, of course, with any walk around the world showcase, the question always is, do you start in Mexico or Canada? Today we're starting in Mexico. I never start in Mexico. But then again, I'm also not going after a margarita or anything like that. However, this is the way we're going today because I am not gonna walk all the way around the opposite direction to just get to the Refreshment Outpost. Here's the thing, when it comes to starting in one direction or the other, I don't think it matters as long as you make a full lap. That's where I'm at. I think you need to do at least one full lap of World Showcase, take it in, take it all in. Have a couple drinks along the way, why not? Okay, everybody. So, I know some of you are probably yelling at the TV. You just passed by Mexico, you can get a tostada, you can stop by China and get a dumpling. You can go to Norway, get the school bread. I know some of you aren't saying that, but I am because I love the school bread. You're passing by India for the samosas and tikka masala, also delicious. Everything's delicious all the way over here. However, we have curry chicken. We have an impossible peri-peri peppered sausage and quite possibly the biggest zebra dome ever created. Let's take a look. Now I will say, the curry chicken, a little lackluster when it comes to curry chicken in a bread bowl. However, it is kind of funny and kind of cute in its own way. The impossible sausage, actually massive compared to what I thought I was getting on a nice little hoagie roll. But this, look at this thing. The coup de grace, the massive zebra dome. I mean, that's the size of my hand for that. It's pretty massive. So let's try a bite of everything, but then I gotta eat because that zebra dome ain't gonna survive this heat, I don't think. So first and foremost, let's try the curry chicken with the chickpea. Really good. Definitely not complaining there. Whew. Got a little bit of spice to it, that's nice. I like that. I'm gonna try to eat the sausage like a regular hot dog. I don't know if this is gonna work very well, but at least it'll work for the first bite, and then we'll go from there. Here we go. Rule number 1, have napkins. I don't have any. That's all right. We're gonna make it work. Thank God it doesn't have an actual hard casing on it because that would actually be really hard to eat. The fact that it doesn't, it actually breaks down quite easy, makes it easy to eat, even in a regular hot dog form. However, it is a lot to try to eat in one shot. I have to admit, it's pretty good. For an impossible sausage and a whole impossible meal, it's actually pretty good. Okay, this is just a massive zebra dome. Literally. Wait for that to focus. Look at that cross cut. It's just a massive zebra dome. Now, of course, none of these have cheese in them, so you're not getting any stamps for this. But when it comes to the cost, I got a receipt in here somewhere. Oh no, what the heck? I must have dropped my receipt, son of a gun. Hold on, let me check my phone. Okay, so the total charge for this was actually $18.50. Decent amount of food for the cost, I think. Overall, really good. I can't complain. I'm excited to actually eat all of this. Although I have to admit the Zebra Dome, very big. I'm not even in the frame. Oh no! You got the biscuit chopped off. That's okay, you're fine. I think overall, I like the curried chicken. I like all three of them. If you're not able to get over to Animal Kingdom Lodge, I think it's a fun way to try some of their dishes and get an idea of what that palette actually looks like before venturing over there and getting it. All right, people, it's all gone. You know, Catherine brings me leftovers, seconds, odds and ends, single bites of things. That, my friends, that was a lot of food. And honestly, it wasn't that bad. The real kicker, that Zebra Dome. That thing was massive. That thing could easily have been split between 4 people. That was 4 Zebra Domes in one. So keep that in mind if you're gonna order one just for yourself. It's a lot of food. I will say the one reason why I like the curried chicken so much is because it actually reminds me, and I'm sure if Catherine had it, it would remind her too of a curried naan that we used to have. It was a curried chicken stuffed naan bread that we would have from the convenience stores back in Japan. Absolutely phenomenal, delicious. So that's 100% what that was. Bread was a little lackluster comparatively, but that's okay. I have to admit though, coming out of left field, the Impossible sausage was absolutely delicious. I think it was really good. It wasn't too spicy or anything, but it had lots of flavor, a lot of good spice flavor. But coming from me, from a person who really likes spicy things, it's not that spicy, which I think was pretty good. And it gives you a chance, again, to try the different dishes, different palettes and stuff like that of the different regions and stuff like that, which I think is pretty cool. But with that, I think we're gonna do a lap. Swing by, eat to the beat, see what's playing, start scoping out the next game plan, what we're doing moving forward. Got a lot of booths to hit this year. It needs to be talked about though, because it's on the list. I'm actually standing in what is the grave site of Kenya. By far, my absolute favorite booth of the Food and Wine Festival. It had a coffee rubbed beef tenderloin and a shrimp. That was absolutely, a grilled shrimp that was absolutely to die for. And unfortunately, it's gone. And I blame all of us for not buying it enough to keep it around. So now I have to find a new beef. I need to find a new shrimp. I don't know what my new favorite booth's gonna be this year. I really don't know, because there's a lot of new ones, there's a lot of classics. Maybe it's the McIntyre at Communicore Hall. Doubt it, but it might be. Who knows? But we have a lot of new booths to try this year. We have a lot to check out. So why don't we keep moving? Let's go swing by E to the beat, see what's playing, and then yeah, and then we'll just do a nice little lap. Let's see what's got. See what EPCOT has to offer this evening. Maybe stop by the Creation Shop and take a swing through at some merchandise and go from there. All right, let's go. Okay, before I forget, this was at Communicore Hall. The flights that people are getting for like wine, the cups are like the size of my thumb and like no more than the diameter of like a quarter or even like a $50, and they're like literally not even like an inch deep. There's no drink there. I mean, I understand you're supposed to sip it and try different things, and that's the whole point of a flight. I get it, but it's so small. I don't know how you guys do it. It's on it. I can't even imagine doing it. But you know, to each their own. Now I will say, I have made it only to Italy, and I feel that Zebra Dome turning into a zebra brick right in my stomach. It is heavy. That thing is no joke, and I know it's not the Impossible sausage, and I know it's not the curried chicken. It's that Zebra Dome. So we're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a minute. We're gonna go into Italy, into the Italy Pavilion. Let's take a look around. Let's see what's going on. I don't know if Catherine showed you guys these, but these are so cute. That is so, so cute. I absolutely love this line. I think they did a great job with it. Every pavilion needs them. All right, let's see what else we got going on. A lot of people getting some engraving done on their bottles. That's pretty cool. Got a new little crossbody. Oh, look at that. The tassels are back, ladies. Tassels are back. Fringe tassels. Suede bags, not bad. 115. What is that? 159. Okay, 159. Not bad, not bad. All right. We got some masks. Very cool, very cool. Usually every time we take a trip, I would buy Catherine a mask from here. We have yet to buy a new one since moving, so maybe it's time. maybe it's time. Christmas is right around the corner, folks. Stop thinking now, get your list. Get your lists figured out, there's no excuse. All right, tonight we actually have the Hooligans. They're jamming. But we can't be here for too long because copyright's a thing, and yeah, we got bills to pay. Pretty cool though, pretty busy night tonight. All right, we made it past France. We're almost back to the UK. Normally I'd go to our spot, but special event tonight, can't get down there. That's okay. Now you're probably wondering, why aren't you showing us what's going on in EPCOT? It's food and wine, people. People are just mowing down. There's food everywhere. People are just enjoying stuff. And then in all honesty, what I'm gonna do is gonna have to just show it to you in videos. And this brings up the next question. What do you guys wanna see us eat? Because like, I mean, I have a game plan, but I want to enjoy what you guys want to try to enjoy and or at least test out to help save you guys some money and time and effort. And let's be honest, I'm always hungry. I mean, some would say this is the best food booth ever because every man needs his fish and chips. By the way, I'm due my monthly, semi-annual, annual fish and chip run. So I don't know if it's gonna be from the UK pavilion this time though. I think I might try Raglan Road, maybe go out in town. I don't know yet. If you guys know of a place out in town that does some good fish and chips, let me know. I'm always on the hunt, so what am I saying? 3 broomsticks was on my list. It's between Raglan Road right now and 3 broomsticks. Those are the next 2 that I haven't had that I need to try in the local area. Now, of course, they're like technically park fair food, especially 3 broomsticks. Disney Springs, I guess you can classify it as theme park, but it's not. However, if there's a place out in town that I should try, y'all let me know down below. Yep, let's keep moving to Canada. I'm just passing forest and field right now, and my God, it has to be the ravioli I'm smelling. It smells absolutely insane right now. That is on the list, and it has been this whole time. Now, we're gonna pass by the other new open like flex space. Yeah, okay, so we have Harvest Hollow and Milled Mulled. This new space is absolutely awesome. I absolutely love it. You know, it's a green space, there's plenty of seating. It's all picnic benches. You know, Catherine has shown you guys, but I'm just giving you my opinion on it. I absolutely love it. This is turning EPCOT into an amazing place where people can just sit and hang out with each other and really enjoy their time together during their vacation. And slow the heck down, okay? Slow down, enjoy your time. Sit down, listen to the music, go out on the dance floor, dance a little bit, okay? Let the hair down, or, you know, you get it. Let's make our way over to the Creation Shop and see what we got going on.
A few moments later.
Not too much going on in the Creation Shop for me right now, but Connection Cafe reminds me of one thing that I want to say. And so did Norway. If you're coming down for food and wine and like it's your first time coming to EPCOT, I think it's great that you want to do the booths, definitely do the booths, but don't skip out on some of the local favorites that are the consistent offerings that are always happening, right? So you have stuff at Connections Cafe like the Baumkuchen tree cake. By far one of my favorite, probably my favoriteest cake ever. Like, it's absolutely delicious. I loved it well before EPCOT. It's absolutely phenomenal, especially when you can watch them making it during the day. If you get a chance to see that, you know, you go to Norway, you get the school bread, you get some of the local favorites and stuff like that. Don't skip that stuff. I know you want to have the food booths and stuff like that, and they're okay. Don't get me wrong, they're great. But there's a lot of staple dishes here that are just blow your socks off kind of stuff. So don't sleep on it, leave some room. And just like that, we've made it back. I don't know, what can you say about this thing? You know, it's awe-inspiring, it's beautiful. That's it. Sometimes it just leaves me speechless, and I see it all the time, and it never, ever gets old. I'm gonna do one last board check, just to see what we got. I've kept an eye out on some cast member lanyards, not seeing too much, not holding my breath today, but we'll see what happens. All right, folks, that about does it for me this evening. It has been a heck of an experience, a heck of a first day for me at the Food and Wine Festival. A lot of good eats, but again, Disney, you got rid of Kenya, you're killing me. Literally my favorite booth. And it just breaks my heart. However, that means it's time to evolve and find something new. Nothing wrong with that, it's okay. The question becomes, what becomes the new favorite food booth? Again, put it down in the comments down below, what you guys want to see us eat. Anything in particular, you want us to test something, I literally have an iron stomach. Bring it on, I'll eat anything. I really don't care. Doesn't bother me at all. Outside of that, I really hope this was an okay vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think one takeaway from this experience is I don't go solo very often. Me and Catherine have been married for a very long time, And Disney by yourself is an experience unto itself. If you ever get the chance to do it, I can't recommend it enough. It's a great experience, and you get to do whatever you want to do. Now, of course, with you guys by my side, kind of give us a little bit of direction. Don't tell me wrong. I'll go get mac and cheese whenever I dang well please. Like, hey, it's just gonna happen. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope it was good. If you stayed into this point, I can't thank you enough. Thank you also for the support, and keep an eye on the next videos coming soon. All right, thanks everybody. Bye.